Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will learn about Replicaset, and it is very important service in Kubernetes. So we will learn its overview and its demo. So first we will see what are the topics which we will cover. So first we will cover overview of Replicaset, then manifest file, and then we will cover how to deploy application on Replicaset, and then we will cover the scaling of Replicaset. It ensures that the number of pods which you have given in manifest file are always running, and new pods are launched when old pod got failed, deleted and terminated. New pods are scheduled on the same node or in other healthy node, and replica set and pods are associated with the labels, so which we will see in next slides. Now we will see its replica set manifest file. So if you can see, first it will have apps version, API version of apps v1, and kind will be replica set, and then we will give it a name called nginx rs. It will be the name for replica set. Then we will give spec, then how many number of in that we will decide first replicas, how many number of pod we want to create, and then we will give it a selector to our replica set. It accordingly it will select the pod. So in that we will mention match label and the label which we have given to our pod. So for that, in our template section we will mention that metadata and name of our pod and then labels. It should be the same label which we have given here, so it should be matching. So then only it will be able to know on which pod it need to control. So as I told you in that previous slide, that it will check the label, that replica set will check the label which are there in the uh, pod. So here the same labels is there in that pod, and same label we will select here, mention here. And after that, in spec section it is for container. Here we will give containers and then name and then image and then port. So in our lab we will see first how to create our replica set with 2 replicas, and then how to scale our replica set with 4 replicas, and then we will discuss about how to describe this replica set. So let's get started on this lab. Here we will create one file called replica set.yml, and here we will give it the content like first API version, and then app v1, then kind with replica set, and then metadata. It will be the name for our replica set. We will give it a name called nginx rs. I will write down here as well, replica set name, and then spec, and here I will give the replicas, how many replicas I want, and selector, what will be the selector for our pod according to our pod definition file we need to give. So we will give our pod label type equal type that front end. So here first of all we need to select mention match labels, and then type front end. It is front end app, and here we'll give the template. So template, it will be for our pod, label, pod label we are giving here. So first I will give here metadata and then name. Name will be nginx pod or pod name, and then label. Its label will be the same which we have given there, so that our replica set can recognize that pod. And here it will be spec for our container. Our container detail will be here, first name, and then its name will be nginx container, and then its image, which image it will use. Now we will save it. So I will just verify once. API version is apps v1, kind replica set, metadata nginx -rs is replica set name, and spec how many replicas we want, and selector, match labels, and then front end which we have given here our label. So same we need to give here, so that our replica set can recognize which pod it need to manage. And then template, it will be for definition for our pod. So here we have given metadata and then name or pod name, and then labels, and then its label, and then our container detail. So here okay, I need to give containers, and then here it should be same in this range. So now I will try to create. So it is created. I will see it is running state, and I will try to scale it. So before that I will show you that if I will describe it, so what I will get. So what I will do for that, kubectl describe, and then rs, and then that replica set name. So here we can get it is in default namespace, and it has created two replicas, and that it is in success. It is showing that logs, it is just now created, and its labels. So now I will show you. Let's suppose we want to scale our pod. If our web application is having some load, in that case we need to scale our replicas. And how we need to scale, so what we need to do, so for that we need to execute one command. So that command is like kubectl scale rs, and then our replica set name. This is our replica set name hyphen hyphen. Before that I will show you hyphen o. This command will show on which node your pods are running. So one pod is running in node 1, and one pod is running in control, our control plane. So here we can see we have two nodes. One is in our control actually, and one is our node 1. So now if I will try to scale it, here scale rs, and then our replica set name, and then hyphen hyphen replicas, then equal to 3. Okay, hyphen hyphen we need to give. So now we can see, so it has created new pod just now, 3 seconds, hyphen o, kubectl get pod -o white. So just now it is created on node 1 20 seconds ago. We can see our labels as well. So what we can do, so kubectl get pod, we can, instead of pod we can write po as well, -l, and then type is equal to front end. So we can see three pods are there. So if you want to delete it, let's suppose your one pod got any issue, then what will happen? So I will try to delete one pod. So that pod is deleted, this one, and then new pod got created. So if you can observe that previously that pod was not there, so not that pod got created, and that pod was there previously as well, and this was there, and you can see the timing as well, and this pod was also there previously, and this pod created just now. And how it is created? Because I have deleted that pod, this one. So because I have mentioned 3 replicas, that's why it will try to create 3 replicas at any time. And if you want to delete it, so what command you need to execute for that? Let's suppose if you want to delete your replica set, so for that kubectl delete rs and then nginx, so it will get deleted. So it will, you will not be able to find now pod. And if you want to see this label, so it will not also not be there. I will show you front end, it is not there. So that's all from this video. Thank you, thanks a lot for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.